solution to the differential equation dy dx equals 5y squared with the initial condition of y of 0 is equal to 3. So this is sort of like a chapter 6 question where what we're going to do is take this dy dx equals 5y squared and separate our variables. So I'll divide by the y squared, multiply by the dx. So I get dy over y squared equals 5 dx. And then we're going to integrate both sides. So if I integrate 5 dx, keep in mind that this is an indefinite integral. So I'm going to have 5x plus c, and this will be the c for really sort of like both sides. The integral of dy over y squared, keep in mind over y squared just means y to the negative second. So I'm going to add 1 to that exponent, y to the negative first, and divide by the new exponent. So it'll be negative y to the negative first. Solving this a little bit for y then, I get y to the negative first equals negative 5x plus c. Remember that this c is sort of arbitrary, so I don't have to worry about the fact that I just divided it by a negative. And at that point, I'll substitute in this condition. They're telling us that we have the point 0, 3, so that I could solve for c. So I'll have 3 to the negative first equals negative 5 times 0 plus c. So c is equal to 3 to the negative first is 1/3. So going back to this then, I have y to the negative first equals 5x plus 1/3. And then if we want to know what y is, you could take the reciprocal of this. So you'd have y equals 1 over 5x plus 1/3. Now, if you're looking at your answers and you're saying, well, wait a second, that doesn't match any of them, there's a sort of step that I would take in between these two things, especially because of the fact that this is a fraction. What I would do is get a common denominator here. So here, I would get a common denominator of 3, which means I'd have to multiply this by 3 over 3. So I'd have 15x plus 1. And then if I take the reciprocal of this, I'd get y is equal to 3 over 15x plus 1, which is the same as letter E. Again, addition, that order doesn't matter. So in this problem, I just looked at this and said, I'm going to get a common denominator here and then do the reciprocal. Keep in mind, again, this is sort of a chapter 6 question because we're going to do an indefinite integral and then solve for c.